Connecticut's #1 local news. This is Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, September 27th. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Caitlin Francis. Just a couple of hours ago, we unveiled the brand new results of the CT Insider Channel 3 Eyewitness News Western New England University poll in the governor's race. So we are counting down at this point, 42 days left until Election Day. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Roger Suzanne has more on the biggest takeaways.
The results of the CT Insider Channel 3 Eyewitness News Western New England University poll just came out, and they paint an interesting picture of the governor's race. We asked likely voters a simple question: who would you elect? 55% of people responded Governor Ned Lamont, compared with 40% for Republican challenger Bob Stefanowski. Right now, the poll shows that the candidates are essentially deadlocked with male voters with 47% apiece, but Stefanowski is struggling to convince female voters. A whopping 62% of women told us they would elect the governor, compared to just 32% who chose Stefanowski. We spoke with Tim Versalati, the director of the Western New England University Polling Institute, about the results. He stressed the fact that November is still weeks away, but clearly Stefanowski needs to turn things around.
I would caution it's many weeks until the election. A lot of people don't begin to tune in to politics until mid to late October. So these numbers could move, but at the same time, that's a lot of movement to make this a tight race. Bob Stefanowski has his work cut out for him.
And one thing we want to point out is that this poll was compiled between September 15th and 21st and has a 5% margin of error. Reporting live in the newsroom, I'm Roger Suzanne in Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, for the most part, our Doppler scans the state dry. You might see a sprinkle out there in parts of the state, but other than that, we're doing pretty good. We have a beautiful sunrise this morning with partly to mostly cloudy skies. And as the day wears on, we are expecting increasing amounts of sunshine. So we'll take a look at our Doppler. Again, you can see a couple of sprinkles out there, but not a big deal. We are talking about Ian. It's a strong Category 3, a major category hurricane, moving over the western Cuba. Not good for these folks. Winds at 125 miles an hour, moving at north at 12. All right, here's the track of the storm. It moves it in between Bradenton and Venice, just to the south of Tampa, as a Cat 3 to a Cat 1. It does get downgraded a little bit, but still semantics here. It's going to be strong storm surge, very heavy rain, wind, tornadic activity within the hurricane itself, and then it turns into an area of low pressure, climbs into the Carolinas by very late Saturday night into Sunday morning. So you can see the forward progression of this storm slows down, and that's not good. That means a lot of rain. So once again, here's this afternoon, here's very late tonight, a Category 4, and then it turns into a 3, and it really slams into the coast. Again, between Bradenton and Venice, just to the south of Tampa. The storm surge will be the worst to the south of Tampa. So we're keeping a very close eye on that. And then by Saturday night into Sunday morning, it's moving pretty much just to the east of Atlanta into parts of the Carolinas. So here's once again the track. You can see it moving on up, but what's going to happen here and why we're not expecting any rain from this storm system, or very little Sunday into Monday, is because we've got an area of high pressure in control. This big H deflects this storm system to the south, and it keeps it there. So that's some good news. Here's the spaghetti plot models. This is several models thrown on the map at one time. You can see there are a couple of outliers, but the bulk of the models are in agreement for the track that I just showed you. Look at all the hurricane warnings, hurricane watches, tropical storm warnings. This is the coast of Florida, all of Florida, basically under tropical storm warnings, if not a tropical storm watch. So, and again, hurricane warnings along the coastline. So that's a mess. All right, in the meantime, our forecast improvement. We are dealing with some fog out there this morning, but it is improving. Cloud coverage is with us certainly this morning, making for a beautiful sunrise, but those clouds will give way to mostly sunny skies. Not a bad ICAM in Hartford, 57 degrees. That's about 8 degrees above average. For the first time this season, the typical overnight low drops into the upper 40s, 49 for the typical overnight low. We've got 65 for you in New Haven with a mixture of sun and clouds, more clouds than anything else. But those clouds do give way to mostly sunny skies. Temperatures today will top out between 67 and 71, 72 for the shoreline. Again, increasing sunshine. The sun was up at 6:43, sets at 6:39. And then your 7-day forecast is tranquil. It does get cooler. That'll be the headline. Cooler weather Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then moderation over the upcoming weekend. Increasing clouds Sunday into Monday. There could be some showers around Monday, all depending on how far north Ian decides to come, or the remnants thereof. All right, 7:05 is now the time. Kate, we'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks, Scott. Police in Waterbury have increased patrols after more school threats were found on social media. The threats were aimed at both the Enlightenment and Reed schools. It's unclear, though, what they consisted of. Officials want to balance safety with an undisrupted learning environment, so both schools will now open as planned today. However, they will operate in shelter-in-place mode and hold all school activities indoors. The investigation into the origin of the threats is ongoing. Police in Glastonbury are investigating a crash that killed 2 teens over the weekend. We're told 15-year-old Andrew Spencer of Colchester and 18-year-old Gordon Southby of Glastonbury were both killed after Southby's motorcycle collided with the SUV that Spencer was riding in. This all happened Sunday night near the Route 2 on-ramp along Hebron Avenue. Grief counselors will be made available at Bacon Academy, where Spencer was a junior. In a deadly year for our capital city, the church has joined police to offer a helping hand to those mourning. Last night, members of the New Life Worship Center walked the streets with law enforcement as a signal of support for the community. Church officials want people to know their doors are open and that prayer can be an avenue for healing. They've partnered with law enforcement so together they can deliver a positive message and boost morale. By offering help, those grieving can provide support for others.
Something in my heart that I am a server. I'm here to serve, and I'm here to let them know that we're here to make a difference, to help them overcome anything in their lives that they're going through right now.
7:06 this morning, we're learning Wethersfield police will boost their night patrol after people caused chaos in the roads this past weekend. Police received several 911 calls Saturday night with reports of cars doing donuts in the intersection of Jordan Lane and Wolcott Hill Road. Drivers there were seen hanging out of their cars using lasers and flashing lights, just generally disrupting the neighborhood. Wethersfield police will be teaming up with regional partners in addition to increasing those night patrols. Thanks so much for tuning in here to Eyewitness News. Remember, you can get your news and weather updates anytime on the Channel 3 app. Have a great day.